Den's Deck Roof Boards. Engineered to defend your commercial roof against fire, wind, puncture, and hail. From the company that's been redefining building product performance for nearly a century, Georgia Pacific. Roofing consultants ranked puncture as the top threat to a commercial roof's lifespan. Punctures can occur from foot traffic during routine maintenance, the installation of heavy equipment, and even dropped tools. They can also be caused by hail or severe weather carrying flying debris. Defend your commercial roof with a gypsum cover board that can stand up to common causes of roof damage and severe weather with Den's Deck Roof Boards. And for superior protection against hail, Den's Deck StormX Prime Roof Board was the first gypsum cover board to be FM classified for severe hail in approved single-ply membrane assemblies. Now, let's go over ways your commercial roof can sustain damage over time. When crews inspect, clean, or service heating and air conditioning equipment, they can make multiple trips to the roof, carrying tools and other gear. This can wear down the waterproofing membrane in frequently traveled areas, like the area around a roof's access door. These hot spots become high-risk areas for puncture damage. And while small punctures may not look like much, they can grow quickly, allowing water to seep into the assembly. As moisture spreads unchecked, mold can grow and weaken the structure. That's a problem you don't often see until it's too late. The best way to help mitigate the risk of puncture damage is to add a rigid substrate that supports and helps provide impact protection to both the membrane and insulation of your roofing system. Den's Deck Roof Boards are fiberglass matte faced gypsum boards intended to be applied directly under roof membrane systems. The right substrate can add structural support as well as dramatically reduce damage. Let's see how Den's Deck Roof Board mitigates the puncture risks your roof assembly may experience. Each test was performed on 3 assemblies, one without a cover board, one using HD ISO, and one with Den's Deck Roof Board. The first test shows a slow-speed puncture to simulate pressure over time, the kind that may occur from repeated foot traffic or the impact of stationary heavy equipment like HVAC systems or solar panels. Each assembly was tested until failure. First, you'll see the assembly without a cover board. It punctured at 35 pounds of pressure, or LBF. Next up is an assembly using HD ISO for a cover board that held up to 36 pounds of pressure. But Den's Deck Roof Board held up to double the pressure of the other assemblies and didn't puncture until 72 pounds of pressure were applied. In the next test, we conducted controlled hammer drops in the same 3 assemblies to simulate impact events like flying debris during severe weather. The membranes on both the assembly without a cover board and cover board assembly with HD ISO were scuffed, damaging each substrate underneath. Repeated strikes could lead to significant punctures over time. This kind of trauma can put the entire roofing assembly at risk. Meanwhile, the assembly using Den's Deck Roof Board as a rigid substrate protected all parts of the assembly from impact. Our final test simulates everyday puncture events that can happen during rooftop maintenance or installations, like dropping a drill or other heavy tools. The footage speaks for itself, proving that even simple everyday events can put the future of your customer's roof at risk. Does your client know what can happen to their commercial roof in the future? With 3 high-performance options, Den's Deck Roof Boards give you the strength of gypsum that can stand up to puncture better than the rest. For more information on how Den's Deck Roof Boards can help you protect your commercial rooftops against puncture damage, visit densdeck.com/puncture.